Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today by request, we're going to be building the Santa Fe U28cg. This locomotive was exclusively ordered by the Santa Fe, and it's essentially like any other U-boat with some slight differences. There's this bulge on the side here and a second exhaust, because this U-boat was installed with a steam generator to power passenger cars. The fuel tank was also split, so half of it could hold the water for the steam generator. Another difference is that unlike other Santa Fe locomotives in this paint scheme, it didn't have the yellow stripe dividing the red and the gray. Later, they were repainted and used in freight service, and some of them even had the steam generators taken out. So let's get right into it here. So as usual, our first step is going to be to take a dark oak stair for the coupler and get it attached up. Underneath it, we'll put a dark oak fence gate for the airline. Then, come on the locomotive behind it, delete these fence gates, and put dark oak fences on either side. Then this end's going to be the back. We're going to take red concrete and we're going to put 3 on bottom across the rails. And then an upside down red nether brick stair on either side. Then 5 red concrete. Then we're going to come in front of it and make a 3 high T shape of red concrete. Put an end rod down on bottom above each rail. And then 3 red nether brick slabs across that top middle. Come in front of this here and we're going to make a 5x3 of red concrete. Bring it out to the other side of the rails here. Then in this gap here, we're going to put 3 red nether brick slabs coming up on the bottom hip boxes to be the stairs to get on the locomotive. Same thing over here. Then come in front of this and we'll start our first truck. So on bottom, skip a block back from this and get netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then we're going to take out stone brick stairs and we're going to make an upside down back-to-back T-shaped pattern that's 5 wide. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle and another set of stone brick stairs upside down in a back-to-back T-shaped pattern, 5 wide. Then one final set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then we open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here. We're also going to come and open them into the ends of the wheels on this end here. Then we're going to come on this second layer up and we're going to fill in this top middle 3 coming down the length of this truck here. Bring it down to this end and we come 1 row past where those fence gates are. Once we have that, we're going to swing around underneath it here and we're going to put 3 stone brick blocks across the bottom of that in the middle. Then we're going to take stone brick stairs upside down facing outward coming off that bottom block and extend it down in a line that's 11 blocks long in total. Once you have 11 blocks, we're going to swing around to the other side of it and switch over to a stone brick block. Put 3 coming across the rails, and same thing on this side. A row of upside down outward facing stone brick stairs coming back forward to frame in the bottom of this fuel tank section on this side here. Now we'll go back to our polished blackstone block, come up here on the second layer, and fill in the middle 3 with polished blackstone, coming down to the end of this fuel tank. Stop right there for now. Then we'll do our next truck, so skip a block back from that, down on the rails, netherite on each rail with an end rod axle, then stone brick stairs, and an upside down, back-to-back T-shaped pattern that comes 5 across the rails. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle, and then another set of stone brick stairs upside down in a back-to-back T-shaped pattern that's 5 wide. Then one final set of netherite wheels in front of that with an end rod axle. Open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also open them into the ends of the wheels down on this end here. Then we'll go back to our polished blackstone block and continue filling this top middle 3 in down to the end of this truck. We'll stop above where those fence gates are. In front of that, we're going to make a 5x3 of red concrete coming out to each side of the rails. In front of that, a T-shape of red concrete with an end rod on bottom above each rail. In front of that, on bottom, we're going to put 3 red nether brick stairs coming across the rails, right side up. On the outsides of that, an upside down stair facing outward on either side. Then, a red concrete block in the middle and 2 upside down red nether brick stairs on either side of that, and 3 slabs across the top. 3 slabs coming up here for the stairs, and 3 slabs coming up here for the stairs. Now, we'll swing around on top of this with polished blackstone block, and on this 3rd layer up, we're going to fill in the middle 3, end to end. After that, come back up to the front here with a dark oak stair, because we got to do the coupler on this end. Spin around like this and get it stacked up to that 2nd block. Delete the one used for placement. Put a dark oak fence gate underneath it for an airline, and open dark oak fences on either side of the coupler. Now we're going to swing around on the sides of the trucks here and finish detailing the trucks. So come on the side of the truck, and everywhere that there is a wheel, we're going to put a stone brick slab above the wheel. So here, here, and here. Same thing on this truck. Then we'll go over and do the other side. So same thing on this truck here. Same thing on this truck here. Next, we'll come down a little bit lower here, and everywhere there's a wheel, we'll put a hopper in front of the wheel on the side. Same thing, hoppers in front of these 3 wheels. Then we'll do the other side. Hoppers in front of these 3 wheels. And hoppers in front of these 3 wheels here. Then we're going to come down on the front of this fuel tank here, move 3 blocks in, knock out that stair, and put a polished blackstone stair. Same thing on this side, knock out that stair and put a polished blackstone. Because like I said, this fuel tank has a divide to hold water. Then we're going to put 3 stone brick, a polished blackstone, and stone brick down the rest of this tank. Same thing here. Fill in this with stone brick, a polished blackstone there, and 3 stone brick on the front of it. So now it looks like the fuel tank has a nice divide in it. Now right in front of this polished blackstone, we put a wither skeleton skull, and then a crimson button. Then move back to this section on the 4th block in from the end, another wither skeleton skull and a crimson button. Then we'll do the same thing over on this other side. So wither skeleton skull there, crimson button, then a skull there, and another crimson button. Then I couldn't figure out where the bell is on this one, so I'm just going to put it where I normally put it, right here in front of the fuel tank on that 2nd block up there. Then we put a chain in each of these 2 gaps up here, a chain in this gap, a chain in this gap, a chain in these 2 gaps, and one in this gap here. Then we're going to take red concrete on this top outside edge, and we're going to go end to end on both sides of the locomotive with it. Next, we're going to come on the nose 2 blocks in from the end and put a red concrete on each side, yellow concrete powder in the middle, and a block of gold in the middle on top of that, and then another yellow concrete powder on top of that. Then we're going to take out red concrete, 1 on each side of the bottom, put a bee nest facing this way here, and then one facing backwards on this side. The other side we're leaving a space for a door. Then put red concrete on top of all the bee nests, so we have this nice Santa Fe logo. Put 2 birch buttons on the top corners. Then come on this outside edge here, start right here, and we're going to put a row of 5 red shulker boxes. Same thing over on this side here. Then, starting from the back, we need to get a row of 4 red concrete above the shulker boxes, just like this. Do the same thing on this side, get a row of 4 red concrete above the shulker boxes. Then a red concrete in each corner, and then yellow concrete powder in the gaps for the locomotive number. Then red concrete in each corner again, and we're going to put black stained glass panes on the side gaps, then one here on the front, one here, and a red concrete in the middle. Next, come on top of this here, and we're going to make a T-shape of red concrete above the windows. Then go ahead and fill in the middle 3 of this cab roof with red concrete, and we're going to put a line of red nether brick slabs on each side above the windows. Now come behind the cab here, 1 block in from the end, and we're going to put 3 clay above that, 3 red concrete, above that 4 red concrete, above that 3 red concrete, then 2 red concrete. Then we'll surround this all with clay, even 1 block back behind it here. We're going to leave 3 open on the top there for a vent. Then we'll come out this side, put a full row of clay on bottom, then 3 red concrete, 2 clay. On the next layer, we're going to skip a block by the cab to leave space for a door, then 3 red concrete and a clay. Then a clay on the end, another clay, 2 red concrete. Then 2 red concrete across this top, and 1 in the middle just like that. Then a clay in this top middle here. And then actually, we're going to put 2 rows of 3 clay across the top here. Then, on each side of the top, 3 deep slate tile blocks with clay in the middle. Go ahead and fill in underneath it to the bottom of that with clay on each side. Then on this bottom outside edge, we're going to put a full row of clay blocks to the end of this section. Swing around here, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So a full row of clay blocks down to the end of this section here. And then 1 red up in that corner for the door so you can actually walk up to it. Come back around to the conductor side here. Take out a ladder for some vent details. Come up here. And we're going to put 2 ladders on top like that. Under it, 2 wide of red stained glass panes coming up to the ladders. In front of that, 1 more ladder. Then a light gray stained glass, a red, and a light gray. This is the bulge that sticks out where they installed the steam generator. Then we're going to swing down to the back of the locomotive, 2 blocks in from the end in the middle, and we're going to make 3 wide of clay and 5 blocks tall. Just like that. Next, starting from the back, 1 block in from the outside, we're going to make a column of 2 clay, and we're going to come forward with it by 9 blocks. We'll do the same thing on the other side, a column of 2 coming 9 blocks forward. Then we'll fill in this middle with deep slate tile block. Then we're going to put a row of sideways anvils up the middle here. And then above the anvils, a row of netherite coming down to the front of this section. Then on the outsides, we're going to put a full row of iron bars 2 high coming entirely down this section because there's this big see-through vent there. Do the same thing on this side. 2 full rows of iron bars coming down to the front of this section. Then we'll come on top of this section on each side and bring a full row of clay blocks forward on top of it. Then we're also going to fill in these gaps on the sides all the way to the top with clay. Go ahead and fill in the middle as well. Down in these back corners, we're going to put a deep slate tile block on bottom on each side here. And then we'll go ahead and continue filling the rest of this section with clay. And just keep bringing it up here all the way till we enclose in the whole body of the locomotive. Same thing on this side. And then we can fill in this middle here with clay blocks. Now we'll do the radiators. So start from the back on the top edge, and we're going to run a line of smooth stone slabs all the way forward till it's at the front of that vent section below it. Same thing here, start here, go all the way to the back. Then on the top, we're going to put 3 across the middle, and then we're going to come up the middle of the top to the front of this section and 3 across the front. On the sides, we put deep slate tile slabs on both sides to be the actual radiator vents. Then on the top middle, 1 block in front of the radiators, we put a smoker to be an exhaust. We're going to put another one in the middle of that section for the steam generator exhaust. Then polish andesite slabs in front of this in an H shape pattern like that. Then we're going to come on top here and we're going to take out red carpet. And everywhere that there's red concrete, we're going to put red carpet above it on the roof. And we're going to bring it all the way forward to the front of the cab here, but we're going to leave the front 2 middle blocks open. And we're going to go in and we're going to get out a crimson fence gate, and we're going to open back-to-back fence gates in that middle to be the horn. Now we're going to switch over to a light gray carpet here. We'll put light gray carpet in these middles and around these vents, and just keep bringing it back down the roof line here and surround this other exhaust back here. Now come on back with light gray carpet and make this T-shape. Then we're going to take our light gray carpet and start coming up this side walkway and bring it all the way forward down the side of the locomotive. Go ahead and put it up here too, and right there. Then 1 here, and then we're going to have to come in crouch to put 1 on that shulker box. A T-shape on the front, 1 here, and same thing, crouch to put 1 on that shulker box. Then 1 up on here, and across this, and then bring it all the way down this side of the locomotive. All the way till you get to the back here. And then actually on back here, we're going to knock out this left-hand block and put gray wool. Then we're going to take out a crimson fence, start here in this corner. We're going to come up 3. We're going to come over 1, up 1, over 1, and then put 2 on top of that. Leave the middle open. Start here on this side, up 3, over 1, up 1, over 1, 2 on top of that. Then on this side, 4 iron bars coming up. And then we'll start running iron bars all the way up the side of the locomotive for the guardrails here. Just keep bringing it forward. When we get right here, we'll come up 1 and then start coming over with it again. And then up 1 right here for this stair, and then over until it connects with the cab. Then on the front here, we're going to go back to a crimson fence. We're going to come up right here by 5, and then over 2 to connect. Then on the very front corner, up 3 over 1, up 1 over 1, and 2 above it. Same thing on this other side, up 3 right here, over 1, up 1 and over 1, and 2 above it. Then here, up by 5, and over 2 to connect. Then we'll swing back down to the back on this side and go back to iron bars. Iron bars coming up 4 right here. And then we'll bring it all the way forward down the side of this walkway. When we get right here, we come up 1, and then we keep coming forward with it. Unfortunately, it's going to connect with these stained glass panes, but I had to use iron bars because we don't have any kind of gray fencing. Now we're going to come up front here with the glow item frame, and we're actually going to put them down on the pilot to each side. We'll put glowstone in them, and then actually looking at the picture, there's only one light on the side up here, so we're going to knock out the left-hand one. Then we're going to come up top here, a glow item frame on the nose, glow item frame above the windows in the middle with glowstone for the headlight, then a birch sign on each side of the top with the locomotive number, and for this one, it's 351. After that, we're going to head down to the back here, and we'll work on detailing the back. On the back, we're going to use a dark oak sign, 1 block down from the top on the outside edge, and we'll type our locomotive number. Same thing on the other side. Then we'll hit those signs with white dye and then a glow ink sac. On the top middle, 2 glow item frames with glowstone for rear headlights. Then we'll come down here to this side. We'll put 1 glow item frame here with a glowstone. Then we're going to take out a ladder and run a ladder up this left-hand side. Now we need to make some banners, so come into a loom. A light gray banner in red dye. Horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom, then a diagonal. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, horizontal on top, horizontal in the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, vertical on the right, and a diagonal. New banner. Horizontal on top, vertical in the middle. New banner. Vertical on the left, horizontal on top, horizontal on bottom. New banner. Horizontal on bottom, vertical on the left, horizontal in the middle, horizontal on top. Now switch to light gray dye, and we're going to put a light gray border around all of these letter banners. Then we'll come up and place our lettering on the side of our locomotive here. So we'll do this side first, down 1 from this vent, and back 1 from it. We'll use our banners and start spelling out Santa Fe. Make sure there's a space between the 2 words. Then we'll come put it on the other side. And right here we start right in front of this big vent and do the same thing, spell out Santa Fe with a space between the words. Then we need to make a couple more banners for details, so come back into the loom. A red banner, black dye, make the top half black, then go to red dye and put a red border around it. Then a white banner, and we're going to make the top half red. Then we'll come place them. So these red and black ones are for the windows here and here. And then behind the cab here, and here. Then this other banner is for our class lights. We're going to put it in this middle item frame here. And we need to rotate it so it's sideways like that. Next, we're going to do our interior. So we're going to come inside here with a wax oxidized cut copper slab. And we'll go ahead and come in through this nose here. We'll put a 1 block high row of slabs coming right up the middle of the cab till you get right here. Then 2 blocks high in the back. Stack it up to the window on this side and up to the window on this side. Then on these sides, we make them 2 blocks high. Same thing over on this side, 2 blocks high. Then we'll put one in the middle of the back for a stair. Then we'll put a blast furnace in the back with a glowstone above it to light up the cab. Then we'll take a glow item frame in the middle with a compass and a lever for the engineer. Put a stair on each side for seats. Then we can come in and go outside here. Then we'll put a crimson door here. Come around on the other side of the nose, put a crimson door here. Then we'll come down on the nose, crouch, put a string in the middle, and keep crouching and put red carpet over that hole and over that door, and finish off the top of the nose with red carpet here. And there we have it, folks. We've completed our Santa Fe U28cg locomotive. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.